What's up with these media outlets and society pushing chemical alterations, plastic injections on people to make them look a certain way? Like, I try not to be hateful. Some of those people look as good as someone who is slightly unfit naturally. It's like, hey, maybe I know. If I guess people did question my ass. People would ask me, like, did she get, work done on her? And I was like, no. I mean, that was 39. I was still stupid. So, I didn't realize I'm with like a person who rules the world, one of the richest people in the world. Like, of course, there's probably a good chance that that isn't natural. But I mean, she obviously, if it wasn't, she could afford the best doctors, so she got it done right. But I see these other girls and stuff. And you can tell some of them are embarrassed too. Like some of them posting their, I mean, pretty much everyone posts their nude pics these days and sells it on the internet or gives it away free to bait you into buying it. So I'd be seeing some of them like covering up their faces, and I've seen at least one. I could tell in a few photos the reason they're covering up their face is because they had work done on their face, and the work really changed things in a way they themselves seemed unhappy with. And I've seen these other people looking like that too. I see a lot of people looking like that. They just push that as it's cool and trendy, like pretty much everything, I guess, since like the 1980s, since my birth, since I came into this world has been had these problems. Although researching it, it's back to like the 1920s. That's why you get your wisdom teeth removed. Your wisdom teeth are like backup teeth as long as they work properly and don't start decaying before they come in, or don't come in, something like that. Supposedly, that was created by Hollywood, so it's like totally natural now. Like people think it's like a dentist procedure to have their wisdom teeth removed, and it's a Hollywood plastic surgery procedure. It's so acceptable, and they've been lying for so fucking long. I mean, they're hurting people out here with their lies, not being honest about it. Like, and they're taking money and power away from people who deserve it and worked harder for it as well. Um, I think it's sick in many cases. Um, yeah. You tell a lot of the guys when they start eating their broccoli and chicken, they start whipping their hair up over here. So it like flings this way, until they lose all of it, like Joe Rogan. And what they're doing there, when you see that little transformation, that little flip, this is recessing really bad. I'm like 40 or something, but I definitely noticed, like that's why I quit really fast. And then another time I had to do things for my health because I was just so sick. I knew like I had to try, if I was gonna attempt to move forward, I had to take stuff. And that was probably the worst. I didn't even look in the mirror. By then. But I looked in the trash can when I pulled my hair out every day and stuff. Um, but I stopped that stuff like 3 weeks into it because I lost my peak, my little vampire peak. It's not there anymore. So luckily the rest of it is, but just the beautiful peak isn't there. It's kind of there, but it's not enough to see, right? I can't see it in the whiteout screen I had, because this looks white to me after throwing it at the wall. Somehow the software broke and not the camera, because other cameras work fine. Anyway, the magic of unreality called Earth. Demon possessed planet. Fucking controlled by alien enslavers. Apparently that is the storyline. But yeah, hey, those demons couldn't be, by chance, the same demons who are in Hollywood. The demons putting out the Hollywood stars couldn't be by chance be those same demons in Hollywood that they keep talking about, could they? No, it's It's brothers and sisters, obviously, and someone else. Who did it? I don't know who did it. It was Santa Claus. Santa Claus did it. I wonder who told me about Santa Claus. Oh, oh, the plastic people in Hollywood told me about Santa Claus. Wow. Wow, so many links. Just, it's random nonsense, I'm sure. It means absolutely nothing. But what's important is, if you get that lip job done, that you don't get it done, because every time someone gets it done, they look like something that's not real. Okay, when you get like a lot of work done, especially like your face doesn't even move anymore. It's like they glue it and staple it and sew it into position. That's like, and then like they inject you with stuff. Apparently they can't take that out. So if they inject you with too much plastic, you go to a doctor who's not charging like hundreds of thousands of dollars for each little injection they give you. They might inject just a tad bit too much plastic because you only need a little bit of plastic to look good, really. And once you like your lips are all up here, like, and you can like just swallow your head with your lips, and coming down here. And, oh. Once you look like that, it's too late. You went to the wrong doctor, and I mean, kind of sad because some of these people like look good before they did things, and ended up real messed up because of Hugh Jackman Wolverine. Look at before he did Wolverine and after and during Wolverine. He took how many years off his life doing that? Because he used to look like a young man, and he instantly started to look like an old man. So I don't think it was playing the role of Wolverine or eating all that broccoli that did it. It could be something else doing that. And the weird thing is another point there is it's kind of like sexist in a way because it works better for the man, and no one even cares if a man has hair or looks good. And that's really all they want is the work horse to ride on and pull the cart. So I don't even think people know that men get plastic injections too. But Rich Piana talked about that as well. I still believe they killed him because he started talking about this stuff and was taking their money and fame away from them. Second most famous bodybuilder, and the way to get your money back is to kill him. Yeah. And you're already a drug user, a drug dealer, a lying psychopath, selling trash to children that's going to destroy them, their lives, their hopes, their dreams. I'd say one fellow scumbag removed is just not even a statistic yet. So, anyways, yeah. Like the whole system has a lot of stuff going on in it, and it's perfectly natural. It's totally acceptable and stuff. Teach someone if they just try to break their bones harder that they'll become rich and famous one day and buy my overpriced frozen broccoli that I'll ship to you and choke on it until you get some sort of gastrointestinal disease, cancer, or something. Oh my God, man, so much sick stuff comes from just that one little thing there. And so much of the stuff going on here, just sickness. I mean, I was like 4 years old, I started like just feeling the sickness of Earth seep into me. Through like the Tooth Fairy, Santa Claus, Easter Bunny, or else the Easter Bunny ain't gonna give you no chocolate. You know what happens if you don't do everything I say? If you don't inject that, ooh, I love them plastic people on TV. Can you shut up? I don't care if you don't believe in the Easter Bunny. Them plastic people on TV, that hot man on TV is so hot. I got to watch him. Can you shut up? I'm gonna beat your dad if he ever comes back to this house to see you again. Wow, wow. There's never any problems. Everything's perfect. It's always been. It's always mine. I invented Santa Claus. I invented dinosaurs. It's always my fault. Every thought I have, everywhere I say. I'm definitely not like exposing some sort of demon race, and that's definitely not my role upon this fucking